Hey there, it's Jeff Luther, and you are diving into the podcast for the Service Business Blueprint. This is where I walk with you and help you unlock the secrets to building a thriving service-based business. We talk about everything from starting out to setting milestones in your company you didn't even know would exist. We'll cover entrepreneurship, personal growth, mindset, everything you need for success in your service-based business. You ready to build that blueprint? Now we're on to people goals. This has been so fun for me. It's been great for me, and more importantly, my hope is that some of you are at least setting some goals or getting some ideas around goals, or maybe even getting ideas about goals that you don't want to have in your business. I think some of the things we talked about, we're getting rid of things in my business. This one, our next goal is going to be around people or labor, depending on how you want to look at it, but people or labor goals. Our next set of goals, I've always been kind of a big believer in our people are our product. Regardless of what business you're in, I think the people are the product. Now there are some businesses like single business that are coaching like what I do, still the people are the product. Like I'm the person, I'm the product. So that is what I'm selling. And in a service business, I do believe that the people are the product. I've almost practiced this to a fault in my business. Your people are the most critical piece of your business, but I think it's also important. One of the things that I learned a bit late, not too late, but almost, I think it's important that you also view your business as a person. The business has to survive first. Right? You take great care of your business, or how well you take care of other people doesn't matter. And what I mean is, like, if you take really great care of your business, you're profitable beyond belief, and you don't take care of the other people, then it doesn't matter. So we need fine lines. If you take such good care of the business that you're running non-sustainable profit margins, then your people may be overworked. If you're taking such good care of your people, paying your people so well, giving them so many perks, taking such good care of your people that your business is not profitable, then that's not sustainable. Usually you would have a profit problem, and ultimately a profit problem works itself out, right? One way or the other. Believe me, I know. Finding balance is difficult, but finding balance is also key. All right, so goals around people. For us in our business, as the real estate market kind of continues to bump along historic lows in terms of transactions, long-term lows for sure, our business has obviously declined. So I had to cut our labor costs, had to cut them significantly in an effort to maintain profitability. And that was labor on all levels. It's higher level leadership team labor, as well as our boots on the ground, our service labor as well. And so this creates gaps. As we cut manpower, we also cut kind of avenues of communication, or a conduit for communication. You never want to do that. So I felt like there's been a gap between our employees and me, ultimately. So I've set a goal of increasing our communication between our inspectors and me. So far, I've implemented a Calendly link. So I created Calendly, which is a direct link to my calendar. You can see when I'm available, when I'm busy, and all of our folks have that link sent to them directly. They can use it at any time. They can log in, or they can actually just click the button and get into my calendar and see when I have time available for a quick chat. They can book 15, 30, 45-minute increments. And I would love to have had that when I was working in an organization where I wanted some kind of path or some kind of conduit, a means of communicating with leadership. My next step is I intend to implement a bi-weekly marketing meeting. And the meeting is to help the inspectors kind of market themselves sort of internally to our existing customer base. Our inspectors have moved to kind of a hybrid commission model. I think you all know that I was one of the lone rangers, I guess, in having all of our inspectors set up on a salaried model. And in this, it worked great for us for let's see, 15 years. And now it doesn't work. It doesn't work in this environment. It got too costly where the risk was all on the company. And that's what I was hoping to do, is spread that risk out. And I did over time. And now we've gotten it back to where the company shares in the risk and the inspectors share in the risk. So bi-weekly marketing meeting, this is a meeting, it helps the inspectors market themselves kind of internally to our existing customer base. Our inspectors, they've moved to that hybrid model. So now the company pays a portion of their fixed costs, vehicle maintenance, all of their insurance, things that they need to operate a business, the company pays. And then they also, instead of getting a salary, they get a commission, or they get a piece of every inspection that they do. So it's definitely sharing the risk, kind of a hybrid commission model. So far, it's working quite well. And anyone that's considering that, I can send you our model, what we use, what the expenses are, how it all breaks down. I can show you my spreadsheet, my profit spreadsheet. I can show you long-term forecasting for the inspectors. They stand to do much better in this existing system than they were in our system before in terms of financially. But it also gives them incentive to do more inspections, because their opportunities really are kind of limitless. So it's critical that they get noticed because of this hybrid or commission model. It's critical that they get noticed by our customer audience, and helping them market themselves is a valuable tool for them. So I'm going to have a bi-weekly marketing meeting implemented by the end of February. Now, I know that's a bit, I'm cheating a little bit because I get this whole extra day this year because February is a leap year. But that's what I intend to do. I intend to have the bi-weekly marketing meeting scheduled, implemented by the end of February. And I really don't have any other goals around that. Is it smart? Is it specific? Yeah, it's pretty specific. I don't have the specific agenda for the meeting set up, but I think I would be foolish to think that would be possible at this point in the game. And then, is it measurable? Yeah, by the end of the month, I'm going to have that set up. Is it attainable or is it achievable? Of course. It's pretty simple to do. Is it realistic? Definitely realistic. And is it time bound? Yeah, I'm going to have it done by the end of the month. And that's it. No other goals around that one. Then I have a goal to get an after hours assistant or after hours call center type person, like a VA or a call center. This is a person who's going to help answer our phones after hours. And I think we talked about that, or I talked about that in a previous episode. This isn't much of a conversation. So who cares, right? How does that help your folks? Because it's after hours, they're off of work. Why does that matter? But it does. It matters so much. Do you know what it's like to come into your job in the morning and you need to get your job started and you have 10 voicemails, 20 text messages, and 30 emails that you have to get through just before you can get started on your day? Because you have to go through all of them. You don't know which one's critical. One of them may pertain to a 9 a.m. appointment that you have scheduled for that day. So you have to go through all of them. Then you get started on your day. It's a lot. It's a lot to manage. So this piece is going to be huge, and not only freeing up the mornings of our office folks, but also, I think, now they wouldn't tell me this, I'm guessing, I think also in eliminating as much dread that they may have in the evenings when they leave or when they sign off for the day, because they know they're going to have all this stuff to deal with the next morning. So I will have implemented this by February the 20th. We've already gone through our vetting process, so we're down to the company that we've chosen, and now we just have to get this implemented. And I think the implementation is going to take about a week. So we're there. And I believe I've mentioned this before. So these are some of the goals that I have around people. These are our people goals, or our labor goals. Quite a few, but I just wanted to name two here in the interest of time. I've gotten some pretty good comments on the other goals that we've had. We've gotten some folks that have signed up for to get our email. I think we've got 4 questions to ask before you implement anything new in your business, which is pretty profound. I think for me, they're questions that are critical in terms of, before I implement this, what do I need to ask myself? And those are the things that we get into in that free one-pager, just some free information. And then if you want to sign up with your email address, we're sending stuff like that out on the regular. And I think it's pretty valuable. Again, Jeff Luther, this is Service Business Blueprint. Thank you so much for being here. I love hanging out with you guys on these weekly podcasts. Keep the comments coming, keep the questions coming. And if you like what you hear, then click that follow button below, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for hanging out on the Service Business Blueprint with me, Jeff Luther. Stay in the loop as we keep delivering these strategies to supercharge your service business. Hit subscribe, leave a review, be part of our growing community. Now you have someone to walk with you as we create your service business blueprint. Until next time, remember, where you focus is where your energy goes. Beliefs turn to things, so choose the good ones.